Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So today's vak is Antara Gyan Be Mat Maddam, Satgur Ki Prateet Nahi. Guru Sahib is telling us now what it means to be truly wise. There were plenty of intelligent people. Aurangzeb was intelligent too, but he wasted his whole life in sin, and he lost this world and the next. So many people who were so intelligent. Even today, there are people who have all the knowledge, people who have PhDs upon PhDs, but they haven't found peace of mind in this world. So are they really intelligent? What good is intelligence if the mind is always in worry? So today Guru Sahib tells us that the problem with the human being is antar agyan. They do not have any wisdom within. Why? Because Satgur ki prateet nahi. They don't have faith in the Satguru. Now Guru Sahib did not teach us blind faith. If you see, you have the words agyan and prateet together in this line. Agyan means darkness, but not only darkness, darkness of ignorance. Gyan is wisdom. But Gyan is more than wisdom. Guru Sahib says, Jahan Gyan ta taram hai. Gyan is necessary in order for a person to be righteous. In order for a person to have Dharma, they need Gyan. So what is this Gyan? Gyan is knowledge of God. And when there's Agyan, that means there's no faith. Sikhism does not preach blind faith. Sikhism doesn't say believe in God and you'll get rewards. Sikhism says meet God. But without meeting God, what happens? What's happened to us now? We are in darkness and Pe Mat Maddam. Mat means intellect. Our intellect becomes dim. You ever see someone with dim intellect? The world is full of such people. They might have knowledge, but they don't know how to live. They don't have experience. People who haven't experienced God, for them life is just full of wasteful pleasures, but they don't ever find happiness. Without the knowledge of God, what else is there in this world? This world is beautiful because it has God's light in it. And if you pull God's light out, no matter how much worldly knowledge you may have, your mind will still be worried, and you won't find the jewel that is hidden in this universe, the jewel that's hidden in your very own heart, the jewel that Guru Nanak Dev Ji came to show us. Andar kapat sab kapto kar jane, kapte kape kapahi. Another big problem. If there's one thing Guru Sahib told us never to do, not even by mistake, Guru Sahib says, Man mere pule kapat na kije, ant nabera tere jio pe lije. Don't even by accident do kapat. Kapat. What is kapat? Kapat is when you have something on the inside and something else on the outside. You can do kapat in the world. You could fool the whole world. You can fool yourself, but you can't fool God. And when you try to fool God, when outwardly you're participating in different religious karam and different religious deeds, but inwardly you haven't found love for God, then that's kapat. It doesn't matter how high you tired the mullah. It doesn't matter how many chole you wear. If you don't love God inside, if you're doing it to show off, it's kapat. And the Guru Sahib is telling us, today Guru Sahib tells us that this kapat leads us to agyan. It leads us to inner darkness. That is our problem. Outside we are something else, and inside we are something else. If you take it out of the religious context, even in this world, how many times do you smile at someone? Just outwardly, a fake smile, fake happiness. You don't care how someone's doing, you ask them. They don't care how you're doing. You're doing horrible and you reply fine. All these fake outer appearances, it's all kapat. And these things have ruined us and pulled us away from truth. Today Guru Sahib is telling us, don't fall into kapat. Don't fall into fakeness, because it'll bring you inner darkness. Satgur ka pana chit na aave, apne swahe firahe. Swahe, swarith, greed. Why do we do kapat? Greed. Greed for worldliness. Greed for popularity. Greed makes us fake from the outside. Satgur ka pana chit na aave. We don't remember God's will. And what is God's will? God gave us an order. Eko naam hukam hai, prani tu aaya lahalan. God's will is for us to meditate on God, for us to be one with God, for us to enjoy the wonder of creation and the wonder of God. But this enjoyment comes only through the Naam. Guru Sahib says, Prani tu aaya lahalan. Prani, mortal, you came here to get something, to make a profit, to find happiness. How many of us are really profiting from our lives? How many of us have found that laha? Our greed keeps us from it. Our kapat keeps us from it. Kirpa kare je apne ta nanak sabad samahi. How can we get saved from this? One thing and one thing only. Fall at God's feet. Bow towards God. And when God grants His grace, then we are merged with the Shabad. Today God has granted His grace. One reason for that is Bin Paga Satsang Ne Labe. You're all doing Sangat of Gurbani, Sangat of the Shabad. The beautiful world-changing message of Guru Nanak Dev Ji is coming in your ears. That is one way of knowing God has granted His grace. And God always grants His grace. You go under rain, you're going to get wet. God is Meherwan. Just ask for grace. There's no way God will say no. But the catch is, always remain in God's shelter. Always remain humble. Always bow towards God. After that, Manmukh Maya, Mohe Vyape, Duje Pai, Manua Thir Nahi. Manmukh, a person who instead of following God, follows the inclinations of his mind, a person who doesn't listen to the Guru. Through following the mind, what happens? Maya Moho Vyape. They are attached to Maya. Maya is the material world. Duje Pai Manua Thir Nahi. Guru Sahib has just told the state of this whole universe. Duje Pai, another love. We are not living in our natural state. When our family member dies, why do we cry? When we lose something, why do we cry? When we don't have money, why do we cry? The real pleasure in this world is God's love. It's connecting to God, that ever source of energy. That is our natural state. And now we have detached from that state. We were supposed to love God and see the universe as God's image. This world you see, it's God's image. It's God's form. You should see God's form. Then you love everyone with an equal eye. Then you realize nothing goes, nothing dies. Everything is here forever. That is the eye of knowledge, the eye of Gyan, the eye that gave our Sikh Surme the great inspiration, the strength to give Shahidiyan, the eye that gave our Gursikh strength to do amazing things and change this world, the eye of Gyan, the eye that sees God in all, the eye that sees love in all. But because of Duje Pai, Duje means second, duality, Pai means love. Duje Pai means a second love. When we get detached from God and start loving other things without God, Guru Sahib doesn't say don't love anyone besides God. Guru Sahib says, love God so much that you love everyone and everything because it came from God. And you realize God is within it through and through. But because we're away from that state, the whole world, you tell these teachings to anyone, they're going to realize, wow, it's such a different thing, a different state of mind, a different avastha to love only God and all. But it's this duje pai. The whole world is stuck in duje pai. And every day you see people crying. Duje pai has ruined them. Duality has ruined them. So this is the biggest problem. So manmukh maya moho vyape duje pai manua thir nahi. And because of that, thir means steady. Their mind is not steady. If they were to see God and all, their mind would be steady. They would find peace. But their mind wanders. It's never one. Sometimes it's in the heavens, sometimes the others, sometimes happiness, sometimes pain. That is the problem we have. Andin jalat rahe, din rati home kaphe kapahe. Day and night, that person is burning. Jalat means to burn. Jalat means to burn like a snake. That person is burning, and their ego really ruins them. Their ego gets them upset, and their ego keeps them unhappy their whole life. Look at how many people have lost themselves to ego. Ego blinds them and ties a rope on them. Kape kapahe. They get ruined. They are completely ruined. अंतर लोभ महा गुबारा तिनके निकट न कोई जाहे. Mahagubara, darkness, like a great big wall is around them. Gubara, darkness, the shadow of darkness, the wall of darkness. Antar lob mahagubara. Dinke nikat na koi jahe. And a person like that, who wants to be around them? O aap dukhi sukh kabu na pave. They themselves are in pain. They never find peace. Janam mare mar jahe. And they die and are reborn over and over again because their karmic debt never leaves them. Sikhi never says that God punishes. God does not punish, our actions punish. Nanak baksh le prabh sacha je gur charni chit lahe. A person who is stuck like this, how can they get out? Nanak baksh le. When Guru Sahib blesses them, prabh sacha je gur charni chit lahe. And they will get this blessing when they fall at Guru Sahib's charan. Now here we have the word charan over and over. The word charan, we say feet, but our Guru is the Shabad. Where are the Shabad's feet? If you see the ocean, the head of the ocean is water. The feet of the ocean is also water. The head of the Guru is the Shabad. The feet of the Guru is the Shabad. Our Guru is not a body. Our Guru is the Jot of Guru Nanak. The Jot which lives in these very words. Listening to the Shabad over and over and acting upon it, meditating on the Naam, that Jot will live in your heart too. And you'll be one with that Jot of Guru Nanak. But to do this, you have to surrender to the Guru and ask for his kirpa. Sant Pagat Parvan Jo Prab Paya. Those saints are Parvan. They are accepted who have found God. Not those saints who sit in a cave all their lives. Not those saints who only live by eating bread and water. Not those saints who wander barefoot in jungles. But those saints are accepted, Jo Prab Paya, who have made God happy, who have loved God and found God. Say, Bichkan Jant, Jinni Harityaya. Those souls who have meditated on God. Harityaya means to have meditated on God. Those great souls who have meditated on God, they are wise Bichkan means siane. It means someone who's truly wise. So you don't get wisdom only by wandering the world looking for it, only by reading a lot of books. That'll make you smart in the world. But you need something more. If you want to truly be smart, if you want to be that type of smart that succeeds in this lifetime, not the type of intelligence, not the type of smart person who not the type of smart person who reads day and night, gets egoistic, and never finds the essence of what life is about. But if you want to be a true wise person, then alongside everything else, always remember God. If you want to be a truly wise person, always remember God in your heart. Amrit naam nidan bhojan khaiye. For those smart people, the way that bhojan, food, gives their body strength, they use the naam to strengthen their minds, their surat, their consciousness, and their souls. Sanchana ki tur mastak laiye. Tur. Tur means dust. Sanchana ki tur. But here, Sanchana are Rabbi Roop. The beloveds of God are the form of God. And what is their tur? What do the beloveds of God have? They have God's virtue. They have God's gun. If you want to be like God, if you want to be godlike, if you want to be Santajana, then you have to have godlike virtues. And these virtues are found with those who love God, those saints. So if you want to be truly smart, if you want the Naam, if you want to win this life, then look at God's saints. Do their company. Stay in their company. And their virtues, put them in your life. That is the true meaning of applying the dust of the saints' feet to your forehead. It doesn't mean take a pile of dust and put it on your head. No. The saints are not their bodies either. The saints are one with God. Apply the dust of their souls, and the dust of their souls is their virtues, their teachings. Sanchana ki tur mastak laiye, nanak pei puneet har tirath nahiye. Har tirath. People are always wondering how they can become pure. The body becomes clean when we wash it. But nanak pei puneet har tirath nahiye. Vaheguru, har tirath, God's shrine, the tirath, the great shrine of meditation on God, of God's virtues. That is how you become puneet, pure. When you bathe in the shrine of God, when you bathe in God's love, that is a bath for your soul. That makes you pure and beautiful. When you bathe in the teachings of the Sant, the saints, when you bathe in their teachings, when you bathe in the teaching of the sants, Guru Sahib says, Ram Das Sarovar Nate, Sab Utre Paap Kamate. Ram Das is plural here. When you bathe in the Sarovar of God's servants, all of your inner dirt gets away. So today, listen to what Guru has given us, the order. Guru Sahib told us today, do Sangat, stay in the company of the Shabad, listen to these teachings of Guru Nanak, meditate on God and don't be false. What you are inside, be outside, be true. The three main things of today's hukam are: 1. Lovingly meditate on God. 2. Stay away from kapat. Stay away from dujapai, meaning stay away from falseness, and try to see God in all. And 3. Keep holy company. Company doesn't have to only be other bodies. Keep holy thoughts. What do you watch on TV? What do you listen to on your MP3 player? What do you see during the day? Your environment is your sangat. Your environment too is your company. So keep a holy environment. And the essence of these three things comes when we fall at the feet, when we surrender to our Guru. So let's try to bring these teachings not only in our life, but each one teach one. Spread them, because it is these teachings that can bring happiness inside our own souls. It is these teachings that can strengthen our Qawm, and it is these teachings that can strengthen the world. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.